This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Today, I'm going to dive into Apex Legends Season 26 Showdown. I'm going to unpack the design philosophy, break down every major change from Caustic's new field research passive to the daytime E-District update. I'm going to share my thoughts as a pro league coach and analyst on where I think this season takes the meta. Let's jump in. Respawn's mantra for Showdown seems very clear. Make big plays and play fast. They're accelerating the tempo of the overall game, especially in the new Wildcard mode, rewarding consistent engagement and weapon leveling through hop-ups that can be unlocked, as well as weapon evo, giving players more freedom to express their individual skill while maintaining strategic depth. They're introducing a lot faster gameplay. The wildcard mode strips away a lot of downtime, adding evo orbs, gun leveling, and the ability to stack the same legends on the same team, fostering a lot of chaotic fire. There's also pop-ups that can be unlocked. Your weapon can level up through the new evo system, and there's a lot of reward for sticking with the same gun. You could potentially level up your 30-30 to get Skull Piercer right off the rip, or maybe you want to run and gun with 301 to get that gun shield up. There's also a lot of power spikes and changes for characters. Caustic and Bangalore especially got buffs, and Caustic's new research point system can make him crazy dangerous, crazy fast. Bangalore has now 2 different paths that she can go on respectively to prevent any single legend from dominating that one role that she wants to take over. There's a lot of clarity and performance updates as well. E-District in the daytime improves a lot of visibility, and overall getting a lot of particle effects and crash removed from the map gives it a lot more aesthetic and technical polish. Underneath all of this, it's about them rewarding engagement and minimalizing stale moments. They're rewarding you for constantly fighting and constantly playing the game. And I think it's a really great design for casual. Now, I spoke on Wildcard, but let me kind of explain what it is. It's a new permanent playlist where you can stack up with the same 3 legends. It's very fast paced. There's an entire new map just dedicated to it, and it's a remixed version of King's Canyon. It uses a lot of movement mechanics from other maps like gravity cannons and zip rails and towers that create a lot of good fast paced rotations throughout the map. The training ground for good players that really like movement and aim. So it's a really good warm-up designed to sharpen your mechanical skills under pressure. I think it's really the perfect warm-up for competitive because you can just constantly get into fights over and over again and get rewarded for taking smart fights. Bangalore also got a major revamp. Now, I can't prove any of this, but during my playtest, it seemed that Bangalore smokes were a lot faster. Her ult came down a lot faster, and I got it a lot more frequently, and her double time seemed a lot more consistent. Now, they didn't give us any notes on stuff like that, but during the playtest, I definitely noticed it, and you might see it in some of the footage. Bangalore now also has 2 different paths, where she can be super aggressive or super support. On her aggressive path, Electrified Smoke is a new upgrade that she gets on her blue shields that deals 100 damage to all placeables, but also it destroys all enemy placed traps. So think Watson fences, caustic gas, basically a mini crypto EMP. And overall, I think it's a great aggression booster to her kit. Her secondary support path gives her Cover Me, which gives her extra HP regen in her smoke. It auto pings enemies when double time is triggered in the smoke and gives you a better highlight in the smoke. Her purple perks are split as well, giving her EMC payload that electrifies her Bangalore ultimate missiles, bumping her damage up by 10 and wiping out all placed abilities. Her support perk for this would be Medal of Honor, where it speeds up revives and auto triggers your sprint towards knockdown. My take overall for this is that Bangalore now flexes both aggressive and medic roles, giving her the ability to flex and pick whatever roles she needs to see fit in both ranked and scrims. Caustic is a gassy little scientist, and his new passive, called Research Points, gives him 40 research points from consoles, 30 from death boxes, and 0.5 per gas tick to unlock 4 different damage tiers. At its highest damage tier, his gas will now do 12 damage per individual tick. Now, gas barrels have arrow indicators as well, allowing you to really just feel out where they are. It also gives you real-time warning. Aim assist is also going to be disabled in his gas. Devs have spoken and said that they want all smoke and mirror effects like Bangalore smoke and gas to do the same thing. Cover you from long range and ensure the same level of aim assist close range. If you can't see anybody, you shouldn't be able to hit them. A way to counter this is grenades. Think Counter-Strike. You can really just throw a grenade and clear the gas for a 3-second gap, but push in and make a smart play on the Caustic team. Now, he has 2 different blue shield perks. One grants him extra gas traps, and the other gives him HP regen and gas. Purple perks are now changed as well, giving him his increased ultimate size by 50%, or you can provide tactical recharges 300% faster, meaning he can place his tacticals really fast inside gas. My take on this is the skill ceiling rises with new damage tiers to maximize your research points, and making smart rotates and controlling chokes will really make this legend shine. One of my favorite parts playtesting during this event was playing the new daytime. You got a completely new daytime makeover, giving it the Angel City skybox from Titanfall 2. They removed a lot of clutter from the map. They optimized a lot more choke points, and they added new rotations between Edam and Lotus. This gave a giant FPS boost when I was playing this map. Overall, it looked like they matted a lot of textures, removed a lot of buildings that just didn't make sense, just kind of polished the map, pointing it in the right direction that it's needed for a couple seasons. There's a new weapon hop-up system where every gun has a hop-up. All guns are getting a massive overhaul. Guns now have hop-ups that are locked to the gun. In order to level them up, you have to deal damage, or you have to get hop-up boost kits that cut the damage in half. Golden guns this season are the PK, the Prowler, and the R99, as well as the RE45. The care package rotation is now the Kraber, the Triple Take, and the Slide Shot P2020. The elite weapon this season is a new, completely revived RE45 Elite, the 3-round energy burst. This is a burst pistol that is no longer light ammo. It's basically a pocket nemesis. Now, they said elite weapons are going to be redesigned, randomized guns, being 1 gun per season, that are reimagined versions of guns that you know and love. And they're basically going to replace the gun in the loophole. So there's going to be no light ammo RE45s to confuse anybody. Only going to be the RE Energy Elite. LMGs also got a 10% hip fire increase, making them a lot less effective close range. Mozambique's got a faster fire rate and fighter bloom that are more synced to the crosshair. And the accelerator perk now requires you to down or kill someone to trigger the ultimate cooldown benefits. I feel like the weapon progression adds meaningful power spikes to mid-game, encouraging you to commit your favorite gun and masters playstyles from early fights to end. I really like the rank changes they're doing this split. They're shaking up ranked, removing the jump master system, and adding the dropship method from ALGS, where you can pick your POI and then pick your legend to balance out your opening game. They also increased beacon spawn rates and balanced out loot spawns to make it more effective over all the POI. New this season as well is placement takes priority. Placement will be increased. You will gain more RP for placement, and this will reward smart rotations and scouting beacons over just running around and getting pure kills. Kill points are capped, but killing high ranked targets like being plat and killing a pred yields you bonus RP. There's also a new rank reward that you're going to get called ranked auras. It's an equipable cosmetic that project your rank tier in a halo behind your head in the dropship during skydive, during finishers, to show off whatever ranked aura you have. It could be your diamond badge, or it could be your secret bronze badge you're just hiding. Aura farming is real. My take on this is that you should adapt to your POI strategy for decent placement. Auras are a brilliant psychological tool to intimidate or deceive opponents, or to run someone down for a little extra RP. I really think winning the game is more important than dropping 12 kills. You gotta actually try. Amps and Accolades are both new mechanics coming to the game. Amps are single-use passive buffs any legend can use in the entire game. These amps include infinite ammo, over armor, infinite batteries, power booster, and overflow healer. You can swap them around for explosive mid-game power plays, or swap them to refill your econ. Accolades are also new. They're reward-based badges for in-game feats. Wipe a squad, down an enemy mid-slide, so many revives in the game. You'll get a badge for each action you do in-game. It will also grant you bonus XP at the end screen. Amps add a dynamic risk layer. You prioritize utility or pass them to your anchor for overall economy, and accolades give you structured goals, keeping players engaged during the final fight. I feel like the amp system is going to amplify competitive Apex. So here's the bottom line. Season 26's foundation is speed and reward. Faster fights, more progression, and layers of strategic choice. From Caustic's huge buff and Bangalore's dual path perks, weapon evo leveling, ranked auras, and the amp system, it all encourages active decision making. Showdown is a hammer and chisel approach where the core loop gameplay is refined to its sharpest edge. If you're a competitor, lean into the progression and utility systems, master legend buffs, and experiment with perk paths. This will be the best way to adapt your strategy. Upcoming smoke and gas meta coming to Apex Legends. That's it for my Season 26 first impressions. I'm super excited for the upcoming changes. I can't wait to dive into more legend builds with these changes and aura farm and rank. Make sure to subscribe for more Apex Legends content, and I'll see you later.